The guitar I'm building is an archtop guitar as opposed to a flat top guitar, and it's made from a very thick piece of wood, so you can carve the arch into the guitar, which you'll see. I pick wood that for the top that's a soft type of wood. This in particular is German spruce, and it's from Europe. It's not necessarily from Germany, but my main concern with a piece of wood is that it sounds really good. I tap it and I listen to the different sounds. I hold it in my hand loosely, and I can hear potential qualities of a guitar when I'm tapping it. So I'm very particular about what type of wood I use, particularly for the top, because I consider the top the most important part of a musical instrument, of a stringed instrument. So I'm just going to rough out the top so that I get the bulk of the wood away, so I can begin fine-tuning it. But this I have to do first. These planes heat up when you're using them. I have two of them, a smaller one and a larger. They are duplicates of the exact plane John D'Angelico used. He was my teacher's teacher, and you can't buy them commercially, so I had to have them made. They're curved this way, and they're curved this way, so that they're just perfect for this job of carving tops and backs. And they're just wonderful planes. Voila. The X braces are to support the top, which will be under a lot of tension because of the strings, up to 200 pounds. And how I position the X braces will determine some of the sound, the quality of the sound. The wood that is used for the sides of an archtop guitar is curly maple, and the very quality that makes it so beautiful makes it also incredibly difficult to bend. When I'm bending wood, I use water and heat, and the two combine to soften the wood enough to make it flexible enough to bend. Oops, it's hot. There, and that's basically a start. After I've bent this side, I get 2 of these and I glue them together with blocks, so they're attached with blocks at either end. Then I put a lining, which is a mahogany lining that is curved so that there's enough width to receive the top and the back. You need a good gluing surface, so it has to be a little thicker because the sides are so thin. Then I cut a dovetail, which the neck will fit into this dovetail, and then I glue the back and the top on, which it would look like this. Still rough, but the back and the top. And then there's a lining that I've put, the same lining that I've put on the binding on the F-holes will be put on the ledge here. What a ledge is cut out, and this plastic binding is put on the edge, which is to protect the corners of the guitar, also to seal off the end grain so that moisture won't go in and crack the top or the back. Once the guitar is sanded to the final sanding, the lacquer is sprayed onto the guitar. There are 12 coats of lacquer. First you put 6 layers of lacquer, and then you sand it smooth. Then you put another 6 layers, and then it's polished with 3 grades of polishing compound. At which point the neck is glued on to the body, and then the tailpiece, the bridge, and the pickguard are all made and fitted for the guitar. In particular, the bridge must be fitted exactly because it's the primary vehicle for the sound to be transmitted to the top. So it's imperative that it's a very accurate fit. Also, the bridge is not glued to the top, so it can move, so the player can set the bridge at the proper intonation so that the guitar will play in perfect tune. At this point in time, I'm very concerned about what's happening with the wildlife in Canada, so I wanted to inlay endangered species of animals in Canada at this time. I thought this would be a good measure, a good mark in time, so people would know what was endangered when this guitar was built.